Awesome, we're back, and so is crypto and so is mining. And in this video, you will see the very first time that I have absolutely everything up and running at the same time in the farm down there. It's over 100 GPUs. It's actually 100, but I say over 100 because I have another one that's not on Hive. Anyways, in this video, we turn on my old rigs, which was Maverick, Viper, and Jester. And that's 19 GPUs of 3070, 3080. So we go through that, we clean them out. I had already previously, and I'd like it if you took a look at these other videos that I have about after the merge, how I cleaned them all up, optimize the cases that they're in, and then put them back, get ready for the next bull run. So we turn those on, and then we also turn on the remainder of my renter's servers, which brings us up to over 100 GPUs. And all of that in that compact, about the size of a fridge, with the thermals being absolutely fine, the sound being completely mute because we built that. You can take a look at those videos, how I built that room, how I designed the soundproof walls and then the exhaust. So anyways, in this video, we're back and everything is up and running. And the only thing we need to do is add more GPUs, but we don't have any more. Anyways, so we're triple mining and it's pretty cool to see everything running, and yeah, check it out. All right, here we are. Over 100 GPUs in the space of basically a big fridge, all working, freezing cold. It's like 15 degrees in here because the window's open, 27 degrees out back, all getting blown out with that system there, all the way out underneath the deck. In this video, what we're gonna be doing is I'm gonna be demonstrating, I turned on my systems for the first time since the merge. So I turned on Viper, Maverick, and Jester. So Jester is 5 3080s, Maverick is 8 3070s, and Viper is 2 3080s and 4 3070s. So for the first time since the merge, I turned them back on. After the merge, what I had done was I consolidated because I had 4 servers. After the merge, I had cleaned out every GPU and re-thermal padded every GPU, and then I basically optimized each GPU spacing so that I can consolidate all of my graphics cards into 3 servers, which left me with 2 3080s left over, and I sold those 2 cards. So this is it's 19 GPUs, 5 3080s, 7 3070s, 2 3080s, and 4 3070s in here. Also in this video, we're gonna go and demonstrate how we turned this rig on, which is 10 GPUs, and he also turned on all of his other rigs here too. So he had a couple of these off just because it wasn't as profitable to mine, but we're gonna go through all of that in this video, and we are at a max power. I've never had everything turned on at once in this farm, and the thermals are working great, so the design is flawless. And yeah, I'm really happy to have it all running up. So we'll do some glamour shots at the end of this video, but for now, let's see where we start by turning on my GPUs, and then we eventually turn on the remainder of his GPUs. So let's go, boys, mining's back. All right, so here I am blowing out Maverick. He's got 8 times 3070 GPUs in it. It's already pretty compact in there, and I've done some testing. Some of them do run a little hot, but all the thermal pads are done on them and it does work pretty good. I would replace the Founders Editions if I had the chance. All right, we've got Maverick up and running. There's a couple of cards that are running a little hot, which I'll have to take a look at. But we're gonna dust out Viper. I think it's got 4 3070s and 2 3080s in here. And again, it's pretty clean. Everything is streamlined. I've already tested everything. after the merge happened, when I shut everything down, I reconfigured it with all the new thermal pads, and I know that this configuration works fine. So we're gonna boot this one up is the next one, and then we'll consider putting on Jester, which is 53080s, but I'm not too sure because that's a little bit more power hungry. So for now, we're definitely gonna put this on and get it updated, driver updates, and all that good stuff. So, all right, here we go again. All right, so Viper's up and running. It's triple mining, everything's been updated. Maverick's up and running, everything's been updated. There are a couple of cards in there that are a little bit hot, so I'm tweaking with some of the overclocks to see if we can get that down. And now we're going to turn on Jester, which is the 53080s, and we've already blown it out. Actually, we're going to blow it out again, and then plug it in, and that will be it for our farm. I mean, we'll have everything back up and running. The next project will be another hard drive project, which are these two servers here. And then I've got an empty server here, which I can do whatever I want with. But let's get Jester up and going, and then we'll have pretty much with the full capacity of the farm running here. All right, we're back at it. So basically what we're gonna be doing here today is this computer is not online right now. There currently are 4 A2000s, 4 3090s, and 3080 Ti's in there. We're going to remove the A2000s because he wants to mine Conflux with it. So we're going to take that down, remove these so we can pull it down, and then we're going to bring that online. But first we got to take these down, shut them down, and then we can work back there and grab this computer out. Alright, so we have it open, and you can see all the cards that are put in here. We're going to be removing the 4 A2000s and then evenly distributing these cards in the slots here for better airflow. And then, yeah, then toss it back in the wall and turn around. So there we go. It's going to be a pretty simple upgrade, but he'll be able to mine Conflux on here. So actually there has been a change of plans. We're actually going to leave the A2000s in here. I have it spread out so that there's definitely a lot of space in here, and we're not utilizing one of the spots, which is because he doesn't have any more any more graphics cards. So he's actually going to be mining Caspa on this and not Conflux. So we're going to leave it like this, plug it in, and see how much power it's going to draw.
Okay, sweet. So here we are. The full farm is up and running at max capacity, 100 GPUs. Actually, it's not max capacity, it's just max GPU. We don't have any more GPUs to put in there. I could put in an additional, I calculated it, probably another 50 to 64 GPUs in the server rack because there's a whole bunch of empty space, and there's 3 servers in there right now that are not being used, and I can add a 4th server. So that's 64 GPUs, which we could toss in there if there's another bull market and we start accumulating more GPUs. But for now, this is the full farm at its best, and we are mining several different coins. We've got 12 workers with 100 GPUs, which is pretty awesome. We hit exactly 100. And then of course I have one in my gaming computer, so that technically makes it 101, but that's not part on HiveOS, so it doesn't show up here. Anyways, we hit 100 exactly. So this is my farm. Currently what I'm doing is I'm mining Conflux and Caspa as well as Zill, because I think mining 3 coins at once is a lot better if you can. Now, when I was just mining Caspa, I was getting a ton more gigahash, of course. Probably, in fact, if I was just solo mining Caspa, I was getting, yeah, over twice as much, which makes sense. I was getting twice as much gigahash. I was getting 12.4 or 12.5 gigahash. Now that I'm mining Conflux and Caspa and Zill, I'm putting them to basically my 3 different wallets. What I've also done was I followed Rabid Mining's video on how to create my own Conflux node, and that's pretty cool. So go over to his channel. I'll post it up here, how to make your own node, and then you can basically mine solo mine all your Conflux on your own node, and you don't have to pay fees, and you get the full amount of Conflux, which is about 233 Conflux per block. So he's mining three GPU, three different, actually four different coins on this. ETC, Caspa, Nexa, and Radiant. So he's doing a test on the Nexa and the Radiant builds just to see what the turnout would be. Each one of these is 8 A2000s. So if we go to Custom Computing Hosting 2, we see this is 8 A2000s, this is 8 A2000s, and then Bradshaw's a mixture of, oh no, Bradshaw's just all 12 A2000s. Bob is the mixture. So Bob has the second most efficient rig outside of A2000s. We've got 3060s here, 3070, 3080, 3070 Ti, 3070 Ti, 3070, 70 Ti, 60, and 3070. So he's using this to mine Conflux and Caspa and Zilliqa. So he's triple mining on this one. This is the only server that he's using to triple mine. He could triple mine on Charlie here, which has 4 3090s, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 3080 Ti's. So these are really big, heavy, juicy cards, and the rest are 4 A2000. So that's the one that you saw in this video that I basically took apart, repositioned all the cards so that there's better airflow, and now it's back up and running. So I'm pretty excited about having all of my GPUs back up and running as well. Maverick with the 8 3070s. Here we go. All 8 3070s in one server case. Jester's got 5 3080s here, and all the temps are actually really good. And then Viper is the one at the very top, which has a mixture of 2 3080s and then 4 3070s. So this one's running a little bit hot, but that's fine. We can actually just lower the wattage on this one. But either way, I'm really happy that we have all 100 up and going, and we're triple mining, so there's diversity, and we're mining to our own Caspa node, which is really cool, being able to see if you hit a block and whatnot. So anyways, I'm really proud of myself for everything downstairs. That's working great. Thermals are awesome. Summer's coming around, but all that means is that instead of having the window open, we toss in an AC, and there's no difference really. So we did that last year and it works great. So we're not going to make any modifications to the farm unless we want to add more GPUs. We have tons of power down there. We actually have a whole 30 amp circuit that isn't even being used. In fact, it's not even plugged in. There's just the wires sitting there. So we have unlimited power down there, and we can add more GPUs during the bull market. It's pretty cool, man. We designed it so that there's tons of expansion, great airflow, and yeah, all of them are up and running, as you can see here. So mining's back. Thank you guys for being patient with me. I'll catch you on the next one, where I'm actually finally going to be doing my Flux node. It's just taking so much time because I'm not good with Linux. Maybe you guys can help me out with that. That would be pretty cool. Anyways, thanks again. Stay tuned for the next one. We'll talk to you later.